Hi guys, good morning and welcome to the podcast. You see, we'll keep on bringing exciting topic to your hearings. And kudos to those are fans that liked, that comment. Please keep it on, keep it on. It goes a long way for us. We are so happy and we're so excited. Please don't forget, keep on commenting and keep on liking. Today I have with me a young, beautiful, elegant, cute, fine baby girl. She goes by Stephanie.
Hello.
Are you telling them hello or me?
Both of you.
Which one? What is both of us?
For hyping me and for introducing me, so I'm telling them hello. Then I'm clapping for you.
That's smile. All right. Today we will be discussing on opportunities and passion. Yes. So, as core members, before you start serving, there's this passion, and during service, probably you might develop another passion, you might continue with the last one you were with, or stuff like that. So, baby girl.
All right. So for me, I think passion means zeal. It means has to do with enthusiasm. It has to do with what drives you actually. So if you're passionate about something, that means it drives you. Like
there's
really
a force.
Yes, thank you. Like there's a force. Something pushes you to do something that really interests you a lot. And for me personally, I'm very passionate about my course of study. That's the truth. So personally, I studied accounting in the university, right? So when I was a kid, actually, it's not like that was my passion, now. As children, I actually wanted to study law, but then people used to discourage me. Lawyers are liars and all those things. If you become a lawyer, you have to do a lot of lying.
A lot of time they told me that if you're a lawyer, if you want to bury, they have to bury you upside down. So I'm like, what is this? That they don't bury lawyers normal, like. So even me, one time, I think my JS1, JS2, if I go and tell my dad, I want to, then I can tell my dad, I want to become so many things. Be like, no problem. Just finish your JS3 first. But when I told my brothers, how I want to become a lawyer, they were like, only if you know how they bury lawyers. I say, how do they bury lawyers? They're like, so they're not very lawyers normally. Say they want to turn lawyer upside down because it's so many lies, and you see, I just felt discouraged. But I have to switch to another thing. Like this passion, a strong feeling about something. So, and I do feel sometimes passion comes when you learn something, and sometimes before you learn something or before you learn many things, you just develop passion. Sometimes just by seeing movies, you just see yourself that I just love this thing. I just love that thing. But there are things that also discourage passion. I don't know if that has happened to you.
Well, it hasn't really happened to me like that. Like I've never really had a point in my life where I had to be discouraged about my passion. But as you rightly said, some things actually discourage passion. For some other people, for me personally, nothing has really discouraged me about my passion.
So your passion is just accounting alone?
No, it's not only accounting alone. That's career-wise.
Okay.
But I think there are other aspects of passion.
Yeah, sure.
That's for me. But career-wise, but if I'm talking about other aspects of passion, you can. I'm actually very passionate about like helping people. That's another aspect of passion too. So for me, passion it must not just be in one phase. Like you can have a phase or two.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
So I think while in service, when they posted me to after camp and my PPA, I never knew my PPA was afternoon school. Till I, I saw from where I came from now, there's nothing like afternoon school. Like, so when I came, I saw a community school. So I was like, wow, okay. In the morning, I go to school. In the afternoon, I just look for something doing. And then I was so passionate about tech and data on its own. You see, data analysis, financial analysis. So I just love those parts, and I was trying to move into that part. So I was like, when I went for my 2 weeks break, I already had plans. If I go to school in the morning, I come back, I will attach myself to probably a computer institution, or I registered online. So I could use that afternoon to evening time to really learn, just for me to see that, yes, I want to work in that passion, because I really love anything data. So when I came back, I went to the vice principal, and he was like, okay, we start by 12:30. I said,
Can you imagine?
we start by 12:30. What are you starting by 12:30? Is it that you are rounding up, or you are? It's like we start by 12:30 and we close by 5:30. So I had to go and re-strategize. So okay, I was like, no problem. I've already accepted them, and they've accepted me. You know, it has to do with two-side thing.
Yes.
So I looked for a computer institution. So I took myself there. I told them, I said, okay, I'm a serving corps member. I already have a PPA, but it's an afternoon school. So I want to minimize my morning. You see, because one thing with this passion is that when you are not working towards it, it dies.
Yes, it does.
Because it's not something that just grows and you're just sitting down. No, you have to work.
An effort.
Thank you. You have to work towards your passion. Yes. So I went there. I was like, I'm a corps member, a serving corps member, actually. I have this little idea about computer, so I want to actually further. So I told the man, I said, I just want to work with you. I don't need pay. You see, this is what passion will do for you. When you have passion about something, when you're trying to build that passion, you don't really care about the finance at that point. You don't really care about what you will get when it comes to monetary form. But what you just want to do is, you just want to see yourself in that line.
Yes.
So I explained myself. I told, and I asked me, did I study computer? I said no. I said I studied chemistry. He said, you studied chemistry? I said yes. But I said, but I have idea on these stuffs. He said okay. And I said, take my number. Call me later. I was like, this is me and you talking. So I was like, call me later. I said, okay, no problem. I left there. I called him. He said, here is aware that I should call him the next day. I'm telling you, that was how that stuff just died in me. It just that, like, I was, how will I take myself to you after everything, and you are telling me you will call me back? I'm not looking for a job. I told him, I said, I don't need a pay.
Yes.
I don't need a pay. I just want to work with you. Gain more. Thank you. Gain more experience about this thing. And since that time, the zeal, that passion there just, will I say it collapsed? Because anything that collapsed can still come back to life. So, but it collapsed. I had to leave. I had to just leave it and I go back to teaching actually. But my passion is not teaching actually. Data, technology, I just love anything tech. I just love it. I wanted to work in that line. Yes, but when I came and I saw that, and you now see that they are not giving you, you're not really getting money, so okay, go for what will actually give you little money. Yeah, so it really discouraged me, and I had to just switch.
Okay.
Yes.
So for me personally too, I've had an experience. So they actually posted me to a secondary school, right, to teach. You know, this teaching thing, I don't know, it's like most corps members are usually teachers. I mean, something like that.
70% are just teachers.
So they actually posted me to a school. So after the second term break, I was just going to be at home for like the whole time. So I just thought, instead of being at home, I should just want to look for maybe any federal government or state government, whatever, just to, how will I say now, to practice my course, because I've actually looked for the opportunity to do a little bit of accounting. You know that in school it was just more of theory, yes, but no practical. So even after graduation, I actually wanted to just do something like engage myself. I thought I could I actually applied, asked for internship, right, back there in my state from where I come from, but I did not get. So when I came here, I thought instead of being idle, let me just do something relating to accounting, because yes, but I'm really passionate about my course. That's the truth. So I now went to FIRS because I've been passing these streets, and in this particular federal inland revenue building I see. So I thought, let me just go, just be a voluntary intern and all of those things for the period of 3 weeks or thereabout.
3 weeks?
Break.
Okay, yes. During the break.
Yes, after the second term break, that was in March. I went, they said I should go wherever. I still went to the State Inland Revenue Service actually. I went, met the director there, presented myself as a core member. I told him, so I'm not here for the pay.
Yes.
I'm just here to intern, yes, to learn, because I actually looked for the opportunity to practice accounting.
No, like you said, passion is a driving
force.
Yeah. So that force is driving you,
yeah. So it just drove me, and I was like, top, if I should get accepted, fine. If I should get rejected, fine. So I went, took the bold step, entered. I introduced myself. I'm a core member. They told me that the director was not around, so I had to wait. I waited till he got back, told him where I was there. I'm just here to intern. Like, instead of just being idle at home, I'm just here to learn accounting. Yes, because taxation part of accounting, because that's what they do there, collection of tax and all of those things. Well, I actually did not get it.
Why?
I don't know. Someone said they don't take internships at the State Inland Revenue. I was like, okay, that's beautiful. So I went back home. So I don't know.
You see, those are one of the things that actually kills passion.
Passion, yes.
When you are trying your best to see that you work in that line, and you are not getting the right feedback. It actually discourages someone. But I think instead of being discouraged, we try.
Yes.
We try.
Yes.
Because you see, that force that is driving us should not actually die.
Yes.
Like I said from earlier, that I said, might actually collapse. So anything that collapse can still come back to life. So might actually collapse. So I looked for an option. I improvised. I went online. I started. Before I even came, I was with some group online there that I was actually learning data analysis. Before I came for service. So when I came, and because I saw that there is much opportunities for data analytics, there is more opportunity there. So I decided, okay, when I came, I saw the high opportunity. So I decided not to relent, even while it was as if my passion almost collapsed. So I continued. I was learning online. I went into Coursera. There is this. I went to LinkedIn to continue my learning there. There is this other people I followed. Simply Learn. I was learning that too. I was learning Google data analytics. Yes, and because I know, you see, so that it not look as if even when your passion dies, doesn't mean that there is nothing for you to do again. No, there are other opportunities in line. It's just that if our eyes are wide open, we will see them. And that is why as core members, it's expected that even before you finish serving, you'd have gotten a lot of opportunities. You see a lot of opportunities. Yes, you see a lot of opportunities and you try to work towards it.
Yes. For opportunities now, you know that it's not like opportunities are so rampant like that for core members. But then finding an opportunity that actually relates to your passion is what, how will I say now, is usually not so easy for me to come by. That's what I think. Because I just feel there are no like a lot of opportunities. There are opportunities, but how to find like one that really relates to your passion, what you love doing the most, sometimes it's not so easy.
Yeah, sure. Someone like me now, if I get the opportunity to do any kind of work like that is legal, yes, legitimate work, I might not really think of the passion again. Yes, because opportunity that is so scarce. So you just get one, you're thinking of this is why I think land with my passion. No. I won't even think of that. Yes, at least I got the opportunity. Wow, I'm going direct. I won't even think, is it data? Is it, you might think, you might just start thinking, is it accounting line? Is it not accounting line? That's for you. Me actually, if I get it now, I will not think whether, do I still need to work with data? Won't I work with data? I will just move.
And then for me, I think opportunity now, most people, they just jump on opportunities for the pay. You understand? As a core member now, you need something that will add up to your 33K.
Sure.
And then I don't give an opportunity that will just give you an extra pay to put in your pocket.
That one is,
and not for you to really like pursue your passion like that.
I know. If we are pursuing, if everybody now wants to pursue passion, I think, because for most core members, you see them, the moment they get opportunity of teaching, they just dive into it. Not really that because they are passionate about teaching, but just because for now that's what is at hand, and probably they will give them little allowances. So they just they are moving into it. And if you tell them, if you ask them, teaching is not my thing.
It's not my thing.
Teaching, I'm just doing it just to survive. So most of the times, you see your passion, like we say, passion, it drives you. Is a force that drives you. But opportunities, most time when it comes, you are doing it to survive. You are doing that to survive. So opportunity, yes, is one side. Your passion is one side. But to me, I feel when opportunity comes, you can drop your passion aside, because if you are saying any opportunity that comes really must work with your passion, then in the country where we find ourselves, it might be so difficult.
Maybe so difficult.
So difficult. Yeah. So even with your passion, when you get opportunity that doesn't relate with your passion, you can still dive into it. Yes, because if you focus on your passion, you might really give up before time. I think that's what I feel it is.
Okay.
Yes,
so definitely that's what I feel too. I feel like your opportunity actually, as a core member, you have to just grab it for the pay and all of those things. So basically,
like the way money can change passion. Hope you knows that. But you now, can money change your own passion?
I don't think money can change passion to me personally.
Personally?
Why? Because I feel that passion is not just something that will just die off so easily for me like that. Like, it's something that you must have grown over time.
But you can still, in that opportunity, you can still develop another passion.
That's the thing. Passion is not so easy. It's not just you don't just develop it like all of a sudden.
Okay, now, you said your passion in career-wise is accounting.
Yeah.
What if you now get a first job? Will you go for it? And you will not work in the accounting sector. Yes, and the pay would be wow.
I just feel like would they really pick me for a first job and then I'll not work in the accounting section?
Yes, there's every possibility.
But very little, because most times they consider your field of study. Your passion, everything.
Yes, sometimes they consider your field of study. That's good. What if you're not working in an organization and you are not part of the accounting sector?
No, I have to be part of the accounting sector.
No, what if you are not part of the accounting sector?
No, there's no what if. I have to be part of the accounting sector.
Why? Okay, you must just focus on. But me, I feel money can change passion.
So why did you say that?
Money can change your passion. You see, most people. In fact, money can even change your ideology as a whole. Your idea, money can change it. If money can change your idea, money can actually change your passion. Okay, what if let me use you now. My passion is now accounting. Yes, probably the job I got in accounting is not paying me the way is expected. Probably I'm getting, let me say 100. Let me just say 100. And I got a job, an offer, probably with NGO, and nothing like accounting, and they are paying me 150, 200. You see, the first thing I would think of is not the passion. Like, when I bring the money, this is 100, this is 200, and I start checking, wow, 200 will only go a long way. No, the problem 200k will solve. 100k cannot solve that problem. So you see, when you begin to reason like, okay, wow, you see, before you know, you are leaving this part and you are going into the other part. So that, like I said, money, because we are saying this in general. In fact, most of the people, when you find them working, okay, how will you explain someone that studied chemistry working in the bank? How does it relate? You get, how does it, you cannot relate it as a whole. What, will you tell me it's passion that drove him there? No, now, is it passion that drove him there?
Well, I understand though, especially for a country like Nigeria, you understand, where you just jump on any opportunity because you need the pay. Yes. But then you have to understand that sometimes money is not everything. That's I feel.
Like sometimes, you know, to you, money is not what?
It's not everything.
Like,
okay, what if you are doing this stuff, okay, but then you are not finding satisfaction? Because for the passion, I just feel like you need to find satisfaction in what you are doing.
What? Okay, now this NYSC, are you finding satisfaction in it? No, are you finding satisfaction? No, like, because if you are saying in every work you find satisfaction, okay, now that you are teaching. Do you find satisfaction? You are just doing it.
Yes, because it's not your passion. That's what I'm saying. If it's your passion, you need to find satisfaction.
But you are doing it. But you are doing it.
You are doing it.
That's it. If they are paying me good amount of money, sometimes I might not. Is it not just to go perform my duties and leave?
So are you now saying that okay, so because of the pain, I just dropped a passion that I've been nurturing over time, you just drop it one side simply because we have gotten another opportunity.
We can build it again. See, this country will find ourselves really. I think it doesn't really encourage you to go for your passion.
For your passion, yeah.
Yes, because if it does, most of the opportunity that comes your way doesn't really tally with your passion. Most of the opportunity that comes your way. So you see, you will just tend to just. Let me just forget about this. Is it not passion? I took time to nurture it, so it can also take time. In fact, it doesn't even need time to die. It doesn't even need time to die.
It does, though.
For why? You are saying the money. Okay, what is the use of passion without money?
No. There's passion. You can actually find your passion and then make money out of it.
Yeah, no, I know that part. So I'm asking now, what's the use of passion without money?
No, there always be passion with money. So
no, it is not always, because if always your passion brings you money, I think you might not really. When you go to the bank, you just find people that study banking and finance. You find people that study accounting alone. You just find people that sector is their field. So, but when you go there, you meet people with different qualifications. So, will you tell me that that's their passion?
Well, that's not their passion.
And they are getting a good pay.
But they find satisfaction in it.
And most of them find satisfaction now. And some of them find satisfaction.
You don't have to pretend that you find satisfaction for the pay. But you know that deep down, it's not like you're really finding 100% satisfaction.
Okay, but
because that's not what you actually intended. Maybe except maybe those that study maybe chemistry, the university, and they just studied it for study's sake, but that's not really their passion. But they just did it to get the certificates. You know, that's what some people do. Let us go and get the certificate though. Anyhow, just work anywhere.
Because this country will find ourselves, if you are a graduate, at least any opportunity that comes, you can go for it. At least you are a graduate. But come to think of this now, as you are now, you got an offer that they will pay you, let me say 500k. 500.
It's just an assumption, sure.
No, like, okay, you think it's an assumption when you drop this uniform. When you drop this uniform, but no, like I'm saying it in general. Like even the people that will be listening to this now, like you got an offer. Like this is the offer now, and they will pay you 500k. You consider the pay where you picture yourself in 5-10 years to come. You might just feel like, oh, let me just accept the job offer. I don't want to be stranded. I don't want to stay unemployed because of my passion. And this also is not really saying, those of you that you are saying it must just be in line with my passion. No, it's not a discouragement. But actually you can accept that and still see that, okay, you are working there, but you are also trying to also build or still nurture your passion, that it will not die. Like, okay, I just have this, I did study agric. I did study, in fact, I really don't have idea about farming, but I just find myself that I love farming and I want to go into that line. Yes, I just love it. It doesn't mean that if I start working, I might not really work in farming industry. I might not really work there. There is this one acrid, it's called one acrid fund, something like that. Now I was just telling myself one time, I said, how I wish I would just work in that line, gain experience, and so that after everything, I move, try to get certain things on my own. You get, but it might not really comes in that way. What do? Your passion is there. The opportunity comes. Don't really turn down on the opportunity, and don't let your passion to collapse. You can accept the opportunity and still and still nurture your passion. Yes, you still nurture. So some people, they just have passion for fashion, and no matter the kind of job they do, if they don't work in that line, they will not find satisfaction. Okay, that is true, but you need money to work in that line. So turning down that opportunity, that passion direct, and you are turning down opportunity, they won't really see the finance. You get, but you accept the opportunity, you get the finance, then you can, let me come back to my passion, where I will find satisfactory. I think that's the best. To me, I don't know, but to me, I think that's the best. I don't know.
Well, yes. Well, as you already said, so sometimes opportunity comes but once, right? So sometimes you just have to, especially in a country like Nigeria where we live, you just accept the opportunity you get, and then somehow you nurture your passion by the side, so that you not just let it go down, like die down or go off completely. So that's how it should work, right? So
I think that's very, very good. Just like me, that even while the computer stuff didn't work, I still went extra hand to do what, to continue. So just in case you are trying to work in the line of your passion and it is not working, cool. Don't really allow it to die. You can still look for other opportunities and just see that you work towards it. Sometimes it's even in school, they just change what you intended to go for. In school, it's just, I have a friend of mine that she wants to study nursing. They end up giving her biochemistry. She's a graduate now, she has finished serving, and the last time we spoke, she told me, she's going back to nursing.
Wow.
You see, she's going back to nursing after 5 years.
Wow.
4 years of schooling, then 1 year of service. Then she said she's going. Why? You see, those are people that really, school tried to change them, but it's already part of them that they just feel, that is the line I will work with. If you still have that mind, is very, very important. You see, but not everyone can do it. Sometimes I think, most especially for the guys, time might not really allow you to switch. That after school, 4 years, 5 years, 1 year of service, and you want to go back to another profession again, you want to start from 100 level to you just take that. There is no much time again for that. But for those people that will stick to their passion, it is very, very important. You that you are listening to us, please don't get discouraged. If you can stick to your passion, fine. But if you get an opportunity that really does not tally with your passion, please, I beg you, please go for it. Yes, go for it. Am I saying let your passion die? No, I'm not saying that. What am I saying? Get the opportunities, but you can still try to what? To build your passion. Yes.
All right. So, yeah, just as you rightly said, you not just allow your passion to just go off. I think that passion is, some people, if they don't do it, like, they don't really find satisfaction in it. But if an opportunity comes for the money, maybe you can get the opportunity, you can grab the opportunity, but then don't just allow your passion to die down. Like, this is what you've been nurturing over time. This is what has been driving you and all of those things. So it's not so easy for you to just let it go off at once. So I know that it's really not easy, but especially in a country like Nigeria, where, you know, as a core member, I think they used to consider your passion or something before posting you to your place of career as a maid. Yes, it'd have been better, but they just post you anywhere. You know, they just expect that you're a graduate, you should be able to do all of those things, and not minding whether it's actually your passion, your field of study. Or you see that some core members, actually, if they post them, they'll go to certain schools and they'll tell them you have to teach children, all of that. And then some of them actually decline it because it's not their passion and all of those things. They don't really know how to do it. So they actually decline it and all of those things. So basically, I think that's how it works for me. Yes. Okay,
I think we are out of time, but let me say this before we wrap it up. Sometimes parents do affect the passion of their children. As a child, you have this passion to do this thing, but sometimes the parent just, hey, you must go to medical line, you must study law, and you see, most of the times it's actually kills the passion of people. So at the end, you find them doing this thing, and like you said, there is no satisfaction in it. They are just doing it for doing sake, and most of them are even angry.
Yes,
they are doing it and they are angry. And you try to ask them, at least now you are working, you are doing this. You're supposed to be happy. Tell you that this thing that they are just doing it. But there is no, they don't find joy in such. They don't find joy. So parents actually affect it, they affect the passion of their. Yes. So as youth now, that we have to learn that even as we grow up to become fathers tomorrow, to become mothers tomorrow, we should learn not to kill the passion of our children. Yes, allow them to, what you have to do is to guide. That's why we are learning this thing in our youthful age. What you have to do is to guide them, but not forcing them that they must study this, they must study that. You see, you are actually forcing them to do what they don't want to do. Some of them, their passion is just arts, and you are telling them you must become a doctor. Yes. That's two different things entirely. That's two different things entirely. Yeah. So it is very important that as we are learning this, we should not just learn it and just be for fun, and learn it for ourselves alone. No, it's not just for ourselves, but that we continue, we bring up our children to that place whereby you allow them to follow their passion. What you are to do is to what? Is to guide them. Is to guide them. Yes, that's very, very important.
And then sometimes those children, they actually develop passion from a very tender age.
Sure.
You see that, because personally I had a cousin that loves to draw. Like, she's always drawing. Like, when you see her, if she's less busy, that's what she does. She picks a jotter, a pencil, she begins to draw.
And imagine you want to carry needle and string.
I still understand. Yeah, so basically you need to guide them, just help them nurture it. So it's very important for parents to do that, not for you to be imposing your own decisions on your children. You know that some parents actually do that. You know, you see that a child is clearly very passionate about arts. like drawing and all of those. They say no, if you study art, no money. And all those things. How you get money? It's doctors that get money. Okay, so you cannot,
virtually, if you are a lady now, you just want to study nurse.
No.
I think that's just what is rampant now. Everybody, you are a lady, you are going to the line of nurse. We have so many. Sorry to say, we have so many quack nurses around that. Their intention is not to study nurse, but due to the fact of their parents just want them to do what, study nurse and midwifery, nursing,
and then you just do it.
All right, Stephanie. You're highly welcome. See, we'd love to have you next time, Seth. Okay, we've come to the end of this episode. Don't forget, please comment and like, as your comments will go a long way. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
See you next time.